not sure how to get the right words out to express. I don't know where to start, to be honest. But I'll bear with me for a minute or two, and the words will come, I'm sure. Essentially today, I've been putting energy towards just committing to the action plan I have to deal with being in terror. That's my life at the moment. And within how horrible that sounds, there's a lot of simplicity. It's like my life was dancing around terror. I was in terror and I didn't realize it, and as a result life looked complicated. But when I realized where I was, everything became simple as much as it was unbearable to be experiencing. And when I decided what I was going to do within that place to be able to function, again, as much as it was horrible to experience, it was very, very simple. Life became very, very simple. Life hasn't changed from that moment. But where I know how to deal with my mental health to such a degree, and with mental health we're talking really all five senses at the moment. It's got that severe, my mental health. We're talking about total emotional manipulation. We're talking about altered vision. We're talking about energetic manipulation. We're talking about turning off and on pain receptors and feeling and sense receptors in the body, so much so that the vision can be obscured so much that what I see essentially is, well, it's a lie in relationship to my body. I know that, but it is what it is. This is still a wall, this is still a telescope, this is still a chair, and there are minor changes within that, but when it is able to affect your whole reality, your whole vision refilled and all your senses, it might as well be a different reality. I don't know if that can make sense. A different story can be told about this chair, this wall, this telescope. And I'm aware that all my senses and all the interaction between these three right this moment are a complete and utter lie. In other words, I'm aware of the level my mental health has control over me. But I'm not going to kick up too much of a fuss. At the end of the day, this is still a chair, this is still a wall, this is still a telescope. And I don't need to really think too much more beyond that. But within that, what I'm able to witness, now just focusing on one thing to deal with my whole life, is the extent that my mental health is creating an absolute unbearable hell. I mean, my main problem is my physical body, but what my mental health is trying to inflict on me at the moment is an absolute torture. If I wasn't in terror because of my physical body, I would absolutely be in terror because of my mental health. And I know I would be in terror because of society. That's terror times 3. And my physical body's taken such a beating by the onslaught by my mental health today. And I'm there, and I know what I'm doing. My mental health is doing its absolute best to tell me and make me feel the anxiety as if I'm making mistakes on every little thing. But right now I sit down in this chair, exhausted, not being able to commit to the main thing on the action plan. And I looked at my life and I thought, I've done exactly what I was meant to do today. And my mental health has done its best to stop me from achieving what I need to do. And it's just an absolute disgusting reality when you bring it back to the present moment. This man is in terror and he's not being allowed to address the terror. Forget who's right, forget who's responsible. This is the state of what God would allow a human being to experience. And that is, I'm in terror, and God is allowing a force to come into my life and amplify that terror, because there's some reassurance if I can stick to the action plan, but where my mental health is intentionally trying to stop me getting on with it, and it's not going to have a chance. At the end of the day, when I finish this live stream, I'm going to continue with the action plan. It won't look perfect, but it will be achieved. And my mental health is putting a hell on top of hell, and I'm there in the moment and I'm suffering it the way my mental health wants me to experience it. And it's only now that I sit down in this chair and I know I'm on point with what I'm doing. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't think there's another way to elaborate it. What I'm trying to say is that my experience of life in the first place is terror. And what I just expressed to you about what my mental health is able to do, it's put it in place today. And it's made that experience of terror with all that anxiety, that I'm not doing the right thing in a place of terror, that I'm making mistakes, that I'm a sham, I'm a lie. This is all that was being pushed through. And I just carried on. I didn't give it an ounce of energy. It was having me talk apparently this, and it was apparently making me say that, and I was responding in this way, and I knew there wasn't an ounce of energy. What I'm trying to say is it can make you believe that you're partaking within a conversation that you have not given any energy to. It will tell you different realities, and all the while it's taking your energy, and the physical pain that's put you in terror in the first place is just getting amped up, and that's the only thing that matters, really. And who's going to save me in this world? Because that's my third terror. It's the mental health system. It's the collective psychosis. It's the people. For some reason, for the last, year and a half, the black tribe have been making my life a living hell. I don't know what I've done to you. Every so often when I go to the shops, there'll be a member of the black tribe who attacks me on an energetic level. When I say you're next in the queue, they're all funny about lines in the queue, whether I'm in front or behind. I haven't given any energy to work out what the game is, but it physically hurts. I don't know if people can really understand me when I said The greatest trick the devil ever played on the world was to make us all believe that God exists. Oh, there's God as well. Okay, this world is half bad and half good. At least we can have rosy eyes half the time. You have no idea the life I've lived to see the world, and to turn around and say to you, we're in hell. This is a living hell. Nothing in this world is sacred. All we've got is windows of some sort of spiritual heritage where we came from. Ah, we had Atlantis, there were 5 incarnations, we were able to do this, that and the other. There was peace, oh yeah, there was turbulence at the end when it ended, and or a natural disaster. We had a beautiful past once upon a time. We came from the wisdom of ancient Veda, ancient China, ancient Egypt, whatever the ancient Greeks could give to us, the Mayans. Fucking hell, the American Indians of modern day, the Aboriginals of modern day. This is a hell. There's nothing sacred in this world. Nature is being ripped to shit. We're shitting on nature every day. We're killing it. Look at the tar sands in Canada and tell me it's not hell to see something so sacred as nature being shit on like that. It's like anything that's worth anything in this world is prostituted and raped and beaten, imprisoned, medicated, suppressed. Anything. Do you understand what that means? It means we might as well be in hell. You're not able to love a thing without feeling pain. I think it's wakey wakey time, 8 billion people. What? We're in hell? Yeah, we're in hell. Time to go on strike. Sorry guys, I didn't get the proper memo when you said I'm going to Earth. I thought it was beautiful. I didn't realise it was hell. Can I have a refund for my life, please?